This year, I think you guys have seen we're about winning. Period, end of story. We're not here to make the playoffs. We're not here to have a nice season. We're here to win.
It's a day of celebration for Landon Donovan and the San Diego Loyal. For the first time in franchise history, they're headed to the postseason. It'll be a playoff match here in year number 2, but there's much more to come for San Diego. A day of renewed focus as well. New Mexico United in town. There's still the possibility of a home playoff match for San Diego in the future. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Cronin Hall of Famer Shannon McMillan with you. Because of the Oakland-Orange County result, Shannon, San Diego's in the postseason.
Yeah, it was a good result for San Diego, but they are not content. They've already forgotten that they've clinched. Their focus now is getting max points to help secure home field advantage as they move through the playoffs.
It's incredible to look at the Pacific Division standings brought to you by Utah Sports and see the X next to San Diego. First time ever for this new club. But again, that number 2 position is what they're fighting for now, these next 4 matches.
And it isn't a huge accomplishment for such a young club, but as you see below them, Orange County's still right on their heels. Those 2 clubs meet up midweek, and Oakland still trying to sneak into that 4th spot and get in the playoffs.
Well, San Diego last time out got the victory behind an amazing effort from Alejandro Guido, San Diego's number 10, brought to you by Chosen Foods.
And Guido was chosen by Landon to be the first ever number 10 for Loyal for a reason. Last weekend, he showed why. He single-handedly took over that game with an assist and a goal, securing a massive 3 points for San Diego Loyal.
So now it's New Mexico and San Diego today, just 4 left to go in the regular season. And San Diego fights for that 2nd spot in the Pacific. The right to host a playoff match is on the line the rest of the way. We're coming on back to Guerrero Stadium, and the kick is next.
Ah, finally. My path has led me here. It's the perfect vehicle for exploring, right before my very eyes. And look, nothing could stop me now. Oh wait, that's simply extraordinary. Wow, for a certified used Toyota, this might be my biggest discovery yet.
We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
During this pandemic, many families are worried about visiting healthcare facilities. I'm Dr. Gail Knight, Rady Children's Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer. I'd like to share with you the advice that I give my own family and friends. The best thing that you can do to keep your child healthy is to continue to keep routine appointments like vaccinations and regular checkups. This keeps you, your child, and our community as protected as possible. We are always open, we are here for you, and we are safe.
It's time to get moving with the financial partner that's here for your journey. From small steps to big milestones, USE Credit Union is here for you. With tools to help you bank fast, solutions to help you go far, and a team of dream makers that's ready to help you step forward with confidence. USE Credit Union.
Time ever, the San Diego Loyal taking the field as playoff qualifiers. And today they host New Mexico outside the division, looking to secure 2nd place out west and possibly come back here to Guerrero Stadium for a home playoff match. New Mexico United, founded the year before San Diego, making it to the 2nd round of the playoffs last year.
Yeah, that's 3rd season for them. This is a well-run organization. They are 1 point out of securing a playoff spot themselves, so much on the line tonight for New Mexico United.
Chris Whelan, their all-time leading scorer, is back back with the club, has signed an extension, and he is in the starting 11 here today for New Mexico as San Diego takes the field.
And Weehan has been a great addition, re-addition we should say, as he's back with New Mexico, and he has just been on fire scoring goals and a true leader out there for New Mexico.
Starting lineups today are presented by Rady Children's Hospital, and the full 11 now at 10, 9, and 9 on the season.
Yeah, and there's 3 changes tonight for New Mexico after their draw last weekend. Moreno, another goal scorer with 5 goals up top along Weehan, while Guzman and Yearwood are back in there.
San Diego, on the other hand, is now loaded, nearly back at full strength.
And Coach Donovan has made only 1 change from the last game, with Martinez coming in for Bodily. This point in the season, you want to be dialed in. You want to know your starting 11, and these guys know they have playoffs, but they want more.
Look at those names in the bottom left-hand corner. Jack Blake is in the 18 today for San Diego Loyal. Corey Herzog will be up top of the number 9 role, tied for second all-time in the history of USL scoring, back up top for San Diego.
And he was so close last weekend with the little chip that just bounced off the post. You know he would have just erupted. It was also his daughter's birthday weekend. He typically has something special to celebrate for her, so you could see the disappointment when that did bounce off the crossbar.
Well, San Diego, New Mexico, by the way, great crowd on hand here coming from New Mexico here to California. A huge showing for both sides and their supporters groups, and we are ready to roll today from Guerrero Stadium. Our broadcast presented by Quidel. We are off and running. San Diego is already qualified for the postseason, at least in 4th place in the Pacific. And they are fighting for second with 4 matches, including today, still to come. This one against New Mexico starts off this final segment. Yeah, and Coach Landon was really quick to address the team and say, look, we've clinched, but this is not what our intent is on the season. They want to go far. They want to raise the trophy. So they said, enjoy this, but we've got to get focused on New Mexico and getting 3 points out of this game. So all of these will be huge the rest of the way. San Diego's got Orange County on the road. Half these last 4 matches will be at home, including today. 2 out of 4 at Guerrero Stadium. So New Mexico in the all-yellow kits today, San Diego in the whites. And starting things off, Tumi Moshabane with a good turn. He draws their first whistle of the day. It goes to San Diego. Tumi's just so quick with that ball at his feet. We've seen him do that all season, just clean touches, spins out of pressure. Defenders more often than not can only foul him to stop him. We saw that there with Guzman having to grab him. Loyal will push everybody up as Alejandro Guido stands ready for the set piece. Player of the Week honors across the USL, a goal and an assist last time out for Guido, who now has 5 on the year for San Diego's number 10. Shipped wide and headed just over the crossbar. It was Colin Montgomery who got to it for San Diego, and it's our first corner of the afternoon. Guido to Montgomery and just high. Montgomery is such a presence when the opponent's 18-yard box. He gets a little header there. Tambakis actually makes that look a little easier than it is, but that is just in perfect placement. If he doesn't get a touch on that, that potentially could have dipped in. It comes short, Guido. Driving in, still with it, into the box, and we'll go back the other way to New Mexico. There's our first corner of the day, brought to you by Sprouts Farmers Markets. Coming early, Shannon, in the 3rd minute as San Diego goes on attack. And San Diego, they love when they find those early goals. They tend to play a bit better and versus struggling from coming behind, but what team doesn't? So they definitely have come out wanting to press and not let New Mexico get settled in on the road. Guido wins the 50-50, comes up to it again. Early and active Alejandro Guido is a good sign for San Diego. Colin Martin to Elijah Martin, and this will stay with San Diego. For Loyal along that back line, Josh Yarrow, Grant Stoneman, center backs, Elijah Martin and Colin Montgomery. This one is thrown forward and played all the way back. Midfield will be Colin Martin, Alejandro Guido, and Tumi Moshabane. With Douglas Martinez and Miguel Ibarra out wide on the wings, and up top is Corey Herzog.
Another great addition that Loyal fans will be happy to see is Oliver Larraz back on the bench for San Diego Loyal, back from his injury. He has been such a spark when Jack Metcalf went down out wide. His 1v1 presence going forward into the attack as well as defense was incredible.
Darren Smith pointed this out on the pregame show on Matchday Live that San Diego's reserves today are 5 players on loan from Major League Soccer, and 2 of the stalwarts for this club, Jack Blake and Charlie Adams. This one forced right on back. Yarrow coming to it. And actually will create a restart for San Diego.
And the key there is what you said, on the bench.
Yeah.
It speaks to how well this team and this starting 11, this starting group is playing, that those lone players are on the bench today.
It's great to see Jack Blake, Oliver Larraz coming back off their injuries. Thrown forward. Herzog was giving chase, but it's played back to Alex Tambakis. And that today in the green kit for New Mexico. But just incredible depth for San Diego available in the 18. As they finish out these final 4 contests, trying to get people back healthy and available, and to do so at the right time.
I was just going to say the key there being that players are back healthy. It's such a long season. The season's a grind. You're going to have the highs and lows where you're on winning streaks, then you're on losing streaks. You have injuries, players being recalled to MLS, all kinds of adversity. But this is a team that's fought their way through and are finally getting everybody back healthy and establishing themselves just in time with playoffs around the corner.
San Diego since September 5th is 6-1-1. 19 points in these last 8 matches for Loyal. Thrown ahead and fired high. Josh Suggs, the captain for New Mexico today. The first opportunity goes high.
You saw Stoneman throw his arm up. I think that rolled off of Suggs' arm before he hit that shot.
Stoneman bringing it ahead for Moshabane. Montgomery, beautiful sliding stop. Well timed. And now Guido draws contact as he goes down.
That was such a strong tackle from Montgomery. He had all ball, no chance that was a foul, and you just saw Guido was going to spin out of that, and you know he was going to get clipped there. I think it was Tenari catching him, but look at this, well timed. He gets the whole ball, gets up quickly and sets play, and then Guido senses the pressure and just gets clobbered by Tenari as he spins out.
Colin Montgomery's a guy who has sacrificed his body for this team, was out injured during the middle part of the season, has come back strong.
Yeah, he's fearless. Whether it's in the box challenging for the head balls or the tackles, we've seen him do that all season. He's a strong presence, and he's a very vocal leader out there on the field too, and in training.
On loan from Minnesota, here to San Diego, and back off the injury. Ibarra forward for Moshabane. He keeps it to the top of the 18. Moshabane with the left foot, batted down. Herzog trailing, he'll fire, just wide.
Herzog's pleading his case that there was a touch. He's letting the referee know there's no way I'd miss that wide. He wants the corner kick, but the referee awards a goal kick. You see there, Moshabane does well to set up his left foot, but it's blocked. Corey takes a nice little touch there. It does look like it was a goal kick, but this Corey needs to be cautious. He cannot pick up any more yellow cards, especially for John at the referee.
Notes they sent out here today mentioned that Herzog was on a yellow card warning coming into this match, so there would be a possible suspension looming if he were to pick up a yellow here today.
And I'm sure he's well aware of that. I'm sure Landon's let him know. Keep your calm. Now's not the time to get a suspension.
Just beautiful soccer from Herzog to keep that one alive.
Yeah, a little juggling act out there around defenders. You do that too many times, though, you're going to get fouled.
But for those in attendance, I mean, kids coming here to watch this stuff, I mean, these are things you're practicing all the time, and to see somebody do it at that kind of level is awesome.
That's what's so great about this team in San Diego. All the youth players that come out, now they have favorite players. They love the personalities. They're going to take that stuff back to their training fields and say, hey, I saw Guido do this. I want to try it. They saw Corey Herzog. And just the connection and the inspiration that an organization like this, when they're that involved in the community, such good things for years to come.
San Diego's part of their community initiative was up in Encinitas this week. First down in Chula Vista, now up in Encinitas, and we'll hear much more about that today, Shannon. But that, just to that point, you're going to tour these communities across San Diego and bring the message that Loyal have out to folks who are interested.
Yeah, and it's part of the 1886 initiative, 18 cities, 86 neighborhoods, and as you mentioned, it was Encinitas. The team, Loyal, they went out and trained at San Diego Academy. Then they stayed around and had lunch with some of the players. They signed autographs, talked to some of the students there, and then teaming up with Rob Machado. There was a beach cleanup yesterday, so it's all about spotlighting the communities as well as giving back and helping them volunteer.
10 minutes in. San Diego with a couple of good chances. Montgomery and Herzog with opportunities early here. Whistle as Colin Martin is pushed to the turf.
New Mexico trying to say that's a little bit soft, but the arm did come out. He did make contact.
Martinez, who hooked up with Guido for an incredible goal, one of the best in Loyal history. Just from a pure build-up standpoint, last time around it was the eventual game winner. This one goes out wide.
Yeah, and he did well there, because instead of letting it just roll over for a goal kick, he's pinned New Mexico in now with the throw in deep in their end. It's such a smart heads-up play by Douglas Martinez.
It was the first goal for Martinez in a Loyal jersey. San Diego picked up yet another victory. As we said, 19 points in the last 8 matches. That win over Sacramento, 2-1 in comeback fashion here at Guerrero Stadium a week ago. By the way, that was in front of a sellout crowd, the 3rd sellout in franchise history. And we've got another great crowd here today on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, and to have both those goals in the comeback come in front of the supporters groups, it was an electric evening.
Beautiful cross from Colin Martin to Ibarra. To the touchline, the cross. Moshavani picks it back up. San Diego still alive. Guido fires off the crossbar. Guido just inches away from the first strike of the afternoon.
Beautiful effort there. Ibarra actually tries to find Guido on the first round, but Moshabani keeps it alive off the deflection. That ball is so hard to hit because he's backpedaling, it's dipping. Great save by Tambakis to get a touch on that off the crossbar and then smother it. But incredible effort by Guido.
Wow. To have him, Shannon, backing up.
Yeah, it was just so hard on so many levels, but to time it well too, because those balls that are dropping more often than not get launched over the goal, but the timing, he's backpedaling, he's not solid footing. So well hit by Guido.
Or again, lining things up this time for Moshavani. Let's play back as Martinez tries to gather. Will go out for San Diego. Colin Martin, who started that play with a beautiful cross-pitch pass just on the money to start that play.
Yeah, it was a great driven ball to Ibarra, who with the outside of his right foot flicks it in. That was in itself an impressive first touch. And then that he had the wherewithal to pick his head up and try to pick Guido out in the box.
Mexico in the push. Moreno had a trailer. We had from the corner, and Josh Yarrow was there, of course, for San Diego. Morales going to play this one out. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. The official soccer ball supplier of the USL Championship. And many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest select products and special offers, head to selectsportamerica.com. But yeah, coming into today, San Diego was the second most accurate passing team in all of USL.
And it doesn't surprise me because that's what Landon's wanted. He wants nice, attractive soccer. He wants to possess, out-possess, run teams into the ground. And you're looking at a team that started off 0-4 and how they found their footing and stuck to the plan and the vision that Coach Landon had. And now we see it in the great soccer. And that doesn't surprise me that they have that stat.
83% passing accuracy. San Diego's already qualified for the postseason. Celebration last night, lasting into today with this great crowd on hand. But for Loyal, there is another goal, and that goal is to finish in the top 2 in the Pacific and play. Give these supporters, give these fans, give this franchise, was founded 2.5 years ago, a home playoff match for the first time as well.
And that would just be an incredible accomplishment. But on top of that, max points, because beyond hosting the first round, if they win, they have more points. They could potentially host a second round as well. So it just shows that every point is possible. They're not going to be happy unless they get 3 today and 3 the rest of the way.
That's a great point. That's how the playoffs run, through that bracket toward the Western Conference Finals and then the top of the USL Championship. Another whistle here as Guido goes down again. San Diego has twice been off the crossbar today. Colin Montgomery just high from Tempakis, the keeper, and then Guido backing up. Managed to fire that one off the crossbar. This will stay with New Mexico. Now, United themselves are still fighting for a playoff spot. They got a lot on the line here for their rest of the season, too.
Yeah, they needed to see Austin Bold lose yesterday, which leaves them 1 point behind. A tie today puts them tied for 4th place in their division, but a win today gives them some breathing room and puts them in playoff contention. They don't clinch, but it gets them 1 step closer, so they have an awful lot to play for today as well.
They were founded a year before San Diego, almost exactly a year, in June of 2018, and went to the playoffs the second round last year. So kind of, similar to San Diego, building up to where the franchise is.
And this is the first time Loyals faced them, but already it's a good soccer game. So it's a club that's well organized from the top down. Coach Lusain, he's done a good job with the team in terms of wanting to play as well. So it's no surprise they've had the success they've had in their first couple of years.
Handball against Corey Herzog, so it's going back the other way. Yeah, and again, great, the supporters group coming out, doing a joint event with San Diego here over the weekend. Like, all these little things point you in the right direction with certain franchises.
Yeah, when you hear that the supporters are traveling with 120 to come out to San Diego to support, and the fact that both our supporters groups and theirs got together, it's just for the love of the game. They might not be friends right now during the game, but they just together, they were singing and chanting and celebrating soccer and being in this beautiful city. So it was great to see the locals, the Chavos, the Rainbow Loyals welcome them in.
Scoreless on to the 18th minute. San Diego in particular has had some very close looks in the first few moments of this match. The best being Guido's crossbar attack. Colin Martin comes over to intercept for San Diego. The USL's elite pre-professional platform is the USL Academy. It allows clubs to build a pathway to pro soccer, bringing together top local youth talent, helping players transition to their senior USL clubs. For all the information on the USL Academy, head to usl-academy.com online. For San Diego. This one's intercepted. Tenari. Staying with it, Tenari to the top of the 18 out wide. Sent in. And Austin Guerrero falls on top of it for San Diego. his first look of the day. In the 19th minute, New Mexico with their first real attack.
And that's a rare giveaway by Colin Martin in the midfield, and New Mexico almost punished Loyal. Nice ball played out wide here, and that's a good driven ball, and Guerrero does well not only to make the initial save, but to hold on to that ball because there was a lot of New Mexico players in the box.
Montgomery for Ibarra, and now Guido back and forth. This is going to go out though. We'll go to New Mexico. I'm telling you, Shannon, this is a good crowd here for this Sunday afternoon after the sellout last Saturday night.
It just speaks volumes to what this team has done and built over the season with their community involvement, getting the results. They've activated the community and they want to see this team win. And they're getting another great game.
Quick passing from New Mexico. Suggs, the captain, coming back to it. Yearwood, Guzman, and here's Guido. Just a bit heavy on the interception. Guerrero's well off the line.
Stoneman's looking for the offsides call, but I think Elijah Martin actually kept him on. He was trailing behind a little bit, which allowed Moreno to slip through like that and still be on sides.
And we've got a yellow issued here.
Yeah, that's the second time Tenari, he's gone through the back of Guido. First one, you're going to get the warning, but you're definitely going to get a card like that. Coming and tackling from behind is a very dangerous tackle.
So it's our first of the match. New Mexico plays it back here. Chosen Foods and Sam the Cooking Guy have partnered to bring you exclusive recipes featuring Chosen Foods avocado oil and the avocado oil-based products, the official cooking oil of Sam the Cooking Guy. It's Chosen Foods. They're truly a match made in foodie heaven. Enter today for your chance to win the ultimate cooking bundle, including a San Diego Loyal jersey. Head to sdloyal.com/community for your chance to win this great partnership with a San Diego icon in Sam the Cooking Guy and Chosen Foods. Of course, this match today is airing on ESPN Plus on Your View, California, and Channel 4 for San Diego cable subscribers. For years, Sam the Cooking Guy, I mean, just a mainstay for all these years in San Diego. Restart for New Mexico. Decent spot for United.
Weehan, look for him to deliver this. He is so dangerous on these set pieces.
When he does, but it's blocked by Corey Herzog.
Herzog did well to close that down after the initial touch and not allow that to be served into his box.
Weehan recovers though, plays it back out wide. Lining things up, Guerrero covering near post on the angle from Sergio Rivas. The Mexico attack has come up here in the last few moments.
It's been a very fast-paced game, end to end, wide open. You could see both teams are playing hard, trying to find that goal.
Ibarra with a cross. Martinez, top of the 18. And for Elijah Martin now for Moshavane. Martin with a turn and the cross. Finally clear.
And that's Wehan for New Mexico, doing the work defensively. He's the one that took that settling touch that allowed New Mexico to clear it out of their box. That's when you have a leader. He's going to work both ends of the field.
Yeah, just a great story coming back to this club, playing collegiately, then for United, their all-time leading scorer, their team MVP for 2 seasons, went to Orange County, and then is signed back, and then signed an extension as well. That's a great story.
Yeah, and the club was so happy to get him back, and he's been doing nothing but scoring goals since they welcomed him back.
Yeah, for his entire season, he's got 10, their leading scorer. Colin Martin for Moshabane. He's going to go long range, Moshabane.
A little bit ambitious, that distance, especially when you have Ibarro's wide open on the left. If he plays Ibarra in, Ibarra's going to be able to drive to that end line and try to get something played behind. But Colin Martin dances out of pressure there, finds Moshabane. You don't mind him taking that effort, but when you have someone wide open, I bet Ibarra let him know, hey, I'm still here. That's great, just talent. It just shows, again, Colin Martin, he's so calm and poised under pressure. Reads the pressure, is able to dance out of that and find Moshabane.
Quick injury stoppage here in the 25th minutes. San Diego, New Mexico scoreless, though not for a lack of opportunities for both sides, but in particular, Guido and Montgomery for San Diego.
And a nice warm day. This is a welcome pause for all the players. Allow them to get some water in them. Coach is going to give them a few words, but a good chance for everyone to catch their breath on this hot day.
Loyal fans, you can download the free UTA app, play the San Diego Loyal prediction game. New game available before each remaining Loyal match. You can win some great prizes. Finding the Loyal prediction game in the contest section at the bottom of the UTA app. That is UDDA, UTA. App now available. So we're back underway after the quick stoppage. Herzog just getting to it. Moshabane. Oh, and cleared by Austin Yearwood. Well defended for New Mexico, because San Diego, all the way from Colin Martin forward, was going to start another run.
Yeah, and beautiful effort by Colin Martin to get it to Herzog. And if Yearwood doesn't get a touch on that, Moshabane is in 1v1 against Tambakis. So a great clear by Yearwood. But Herzog has a long throw in, so this is going to look a lot like a corner kick, which is why you can see them allowing Montgomery to push up into the attack, because this will get all the way in the box.
Herzog, and he threw it into the netting, so that was real close, near post.
Yeah, Martinez almost was there to flick it on, and Tambakis kind of bit on the near post, so if Martinez was able to get a touch, he could have flicked that onto someone on the back post, a potentially wide open goal.
Mexico played out of the back. Guzman pushing forward. Guerrero there to start things off. This one's thrown ahead for both Moshabane and Herzog. Right back at it for San Diego. Martin, long range. Martin just wide.
Similar to the range of Moshabane's just a little bit ago, but Colin Martin had a little bit of a bend on it, so he was actually trying to place that and bend around the outstretched Tambakis. Might have gotten the touch on it that gave the corner kick, though. That's not a bad look there.
So San Diego's going to line up for a corner here. Guido will head over to take it. And headed high in toward the supporters section. Corner kick brought to you by Sprouts Farmers Market. We do have an injury following the corner in the 18.
It looked like Suggs and Montgomery heads collided there a little bit. Definitely happy to see both of them get up. And be able to walk that off. That's Montgomery. He is going to just risk everything to try to get something on that ball.
Well, the Tacos for the Win promotion is back. It's brought to you by Rubio's Coastal Grill. If San Diego wins today, everyone receives a free a la carte taco. The coupon code is SDLoyal online at rubios.com or in the Rubio's app tomorrow. The one free taco if San Diego gets a victory here today against New Mexico. Brought to you by Rubio's Coastal Grill. Montgomery again back. Just up on the attack. Herzog for Guido. And a quick whistle again. Guido on the feet from Stoneman, plays it ahead, Ibarra. Moshabane. Guido out wide for Elijah Martin.
New Mexico are so organized and compact defensively that the space is actually really out wide, and that's at times we've seen Loyal take advantage of that today, but on that one, Ibarra cut inside. Should have set himself up to take it back outside where the space is, because New Mexico, they're so compact and organized in the middle right now. It's going to be hard to go through them. You've got to go around them.
Each of these teams with a ton to play for in their final few matches. New Mexico sitting 5th, but only 1 point outside the playoff picture in the Mountain Division. San Diego in the Pacific already clinching, but trying to hold on to 2nd place in a home playoff match.
Just such an exciting time of year when you're this close to playoffs and all the things, scoreboard watching, hoping other teams help you out with their results, but it's, you know, we've said it already, neither team's faced each other, but you can tell they've done their homework.
Martin. Go back to New Mexico. Restart for United. 2022 San Diego Loyal deposits available now. $50 deposit today gets you 2 free tickets for the final regular season contest. Last home match here against Oakland for San Diego. You'll also be one of the first choose your seats for next year in 2022. That $50 deposit is fully refundable. It goes towards your purchase. Head to sdloyal.com/tickets for more information as you're looking at next year with only 1 more home match to go this season after today. Regular season contest. It's deflected. It's twice now Herzog has gotten there. Swings it into the box. And a good heading attempt. Guerrero! Defending near post. Shabani a chance for a counter afterward. Guido on the run. It's finally broken up.
That was such a big save by Guerrero.
Referee had stopped play here. Guzman was saying something to him, so he's going to.
Referee's done a good job so far keeping control of the game. We've seen it all too often. We're talking about the referee too much, which means it's not good for the game.
Barra tracks it down. Herzog. New Mexico will push. Sent into the crowd.
Corey, hold it! Corey, hold the ball!
This first half so far, it just almost has a bit of a frantic feel to it. Some of the passing's just a little too choppy. Loyal's not really enjoying as much of their possession as they've liked. But that's credit to New Mexico, who are battling hard trying to win that midfield and not allowing Loyal to have that tempo and build off of it.
Our statistician, Sean Kelly, in the first 30 minutes here saying that the possession was 54-46 New Mexico, so right along with your point there. And we talked about how San Diego coming in was the second most accurate team in all of USL, but in the first 30 minutes they were right below 70%. So kind of trying to build those numbers back up.
And for some teams, 70% would be a nice thing. Yes. So it just speaks to the volume of how well Loyal play.
This one batted just wide. Good build-up from New Mexico. Sergio Rivas, for the second time, getting an attempt off, crossing net and going wide.
Yeah, New Mexico, that's a couple times now today that they're catching Loyal blindsided on that backside with the players making those runs in the box. And if Rivas had not made the diving effort, was able to really get his footing, that could have been a better opportunity on frame. But Loyal need to watch their backside.
Sox sends it wide for Ibarra on the restart. Shannon mentioned it earlier, wing play is going to be very important against the way New Mexico is defending in this first half. Shabani with a good attempt on the turn. It's clear. Tenari. For Moreno, Callum Montgomery there.
Pass, pass! Find it there.
You can just see New Mexico shifting all as one unit. It's just fluid back and forth.
Okay, we gotta go to Dougie now.
And they're not allowing Loyal to have those much tempo, as we said, on their passing. And that's where Herzog there, he needs to hold that ball up. Martinez is really far out. If you're the 9 and that ball's played in, you don't have someone in behind you all the time. You've got to be able to hold that up, then find Moshabani underneath.
Herzog's playing up top as the 9 today. Chumi Moshabani right behind him. Colin Martin, Alejandro Guido running the midfield in the center of the formation. Here is Guido. Sends it ahead. Martinez. Oh, just out of the reach of Herzog. Ibarra is still getting it alive. It'll be clear. There, Shannon, was another opportunity up the wing.
Yeah, and New Mexico's done so well to clog the middle.
Martinez into the 18, cuts it back with the right foot now. This will be a corner kick for the 3rd time today.
Martinez does well there to earn that corner kick, but as I was saying, New Mexico's clogging the middle, so it's forcing Loyal to play a little more direct. They're not being able to build out of the midfield like they're accustomed to. And that play on previous, Martinez had Herzog wide open the middle. He's just too heavy of a delivery.
Corners brought to you by Sprouts Farmers Markets. Guido. Elijah Martin got an opportunity, finding it back. Martin. To the line. Going to be a corner on the other side.
It's well played by Yearwood again. Elijah Martin driving to the end line. This is better from Loyal, but Yearwood there with a sliding stop to force the ball out and not allow Elijah to whip that ball across, because that was going to be in a very dangerous spot with that many players in the box.
So Guido now from the opposite flag will take the corner. It's already 4 for San Diego in this first half. Guido swinging it in. Zambakis is right there.
Loyal don't have anyone on the back post really that can crash that. Just like I said, just a little disjointedness right now to Loyal. Mexico's not letting them get settled.
To the 40th minutes and scoreless. As each team fights for playoff spots and positions. San Diego's already clinched. This is a long-range, simple ground ball from Moreno to Guerrero for San Diego. Loyal have clinched, but playing for seconds. New Mexico trying to fight back into the top 4.
Yeah, still so much to play for both sides, and we see it out here. Those little unforced errors right there by Douglas Martinez, letting that ball out, lets New Mexico off the hook. He's got to be cleaner on those.
Guido from Oshabane. There's that New Mexico defense again stepping in. Martin plays it for Montgomery. Oshabane's been taken down. Here's a card coming for Juan Guzman.
That's an easy decision for the referee. Colin Martin finds Moshobani, who does so well again with that clean little first touch of his to spin out of pressure. Guzman just sweeps his legs. Nice little spin here, and he's just a little late.
So second yellow of the day issued for New Mexico. We're on to the 42nd minute, still scoreless. San Diego's had 2 great opportunities off the crossbar. One from Montgomery and then a screamer from Alejandro Guido.
Yeah, they definitely would have loved to put one of those away early, but both those yellow cards are the center mids for New Mexico, which shows you the battle that's happening in the midfield and how scrappy it is out there.
Martinez. He's going to be called for the whistle here. His defender didn't go down, but he was called there for the clip.
Yeah, and then the referee having a word because he's trying to help him set the kick up. New Mexico doesn't appreciate the help there. And Guzman still pleading his case.
Guido through traffic, played ahead. Guido out wide for Herzog, waits to the top of the 18. He's back to it, Martinez. But just some beautiful football from Guido.
Yeah, and he's as we mentioned in the pregame, he's a player.
This one for Martinez, still alive.
Guido's a player that can take the game over. He's just so clean on his passes. He's not always necessarily playing to feet, but leading players into the space, knowing where there's the space. And on that one, he had Herzog in, but Herzog, when he cut the ball back, he allowed the entire back line of New Mexico to get back behind the ball.
This is going to be a restart for San Diego now. An interesting spot.
It's probably going to be Guido who's going to look to serve it in, very similar to a corner kick.
It's an extended corner.
He's going to look to see if he can find Yarrow or Montgomery in the box, or even Stoneman.
They haven't put up the number yet, but we're anticipating 1 minute of stoppage time. Just to give you kind of context as they line up the set piece for Guido. Here it comes. Back post headed high. Ibarra tracks it back down. He's got Yarrow with him. Ibarra coming back to it. Makes the turn. It's a 50-50 collision, so no whistle, and it was probably the right call. And we'll get a stoppage here because New Mexico's player is still down.
Yeah, I think you're right. That was a good no call because they both got caught up, I think, in each other's feet.
And there's the official sign for 1 minute of stoppage time in this first half. We are still scoreless. Guido and Montgomery have had opportunities for San Diego. New Mexico's had a few chances of their own that Austin Guerrero has been up to the task for.
Yeah, Austin definitely has made a couple saves, as has Tam Backus, to keep both their sides in the game. But again, it's just a little bit choppy right now. It's a credit to the tenacity of the New Mexico defense. They're almost forcing Loyal to be perfect. So anytime they have a heavy touch, New Mexico's pouncing on it. If they can, Loyal can clean that up a little bit in the second half, they can get New Mexico to start chasing a little bit and hopefully wear them out within this heat.
It has been warm here this weekend in San Diego. The Santa Anas coming back, cooling off much better here today. We were at about 70 degrees at kickoff, so it turned into a wonderful Sunday afternoon after a very warm Friday and Saturday.
It's a beautiful day in paradise.
It was Moreno who went down, but he trots off. But you're right, everybody taking the advantage of the water break to get back in this one. These two great sides, two teams that are playoff contenders, matched up in a scoreless first half.
This will be the division that Loyal face off against. So while it's the first time the teams have met today, it's not to say they won't meet again.
Well, that's a great point. These two sides, as well as they are playing, could certainly see each other in those Western Conference playoffs.
It's always nice to have these interdivision games, and you get used to playing teams within your division 4 times. You kind of get used to them, and you know, to have to really study and play against someone different outside of your division, it's a welcome change, but also brings a lot of challenges because you don't know as much about them.
Tenari plays it forward. Stoneman, Weehan comes up to it. Leading scorer for this club out wide. Bruce fires it across, near post, batted down by Guerrero. Rivas went near post. Austin Guerrero is there. We continue in stoppage time.
Another good save by Guerrero, diving to that near post. And Elijah Martin able to keep it out.
So 45 in the books. You're right, Shannon. Austin Guerrero right at the end of the half. They're coming up big.
That could have been a just absolute destroying goal there to give one up in that last few seconds, but he's up to the task. Again, I think Loyal are going to try to focus on just cleaning things up a little bit to have a little bit better touches on the ball and use the momentum of New Mexico as fast and hard as they're coming in against them And New Mexico, you can tell, they're putting their heart and soul out there. They're playing hard. Right now, they're winning a bit of that midfield battle, and that's a difference.
These two sides playing exactly as if the playoffs are on the line, and they are. San Diego and New Mexico. Scoreless at the break. Now right on back to Guerrero Stadium.
It starts off with a little seed, and with a little love from nature, it sprouts to life. And when delicious fresh fruits and veggies are perfect, they are rushed to the home of fresh. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
I'm not even sure what's happening here, and I know it's fast, but I'm in love with you. We're gonna be together forevs, and I'm gonna keep you looking good, boo. That's why I got you unlimited washes. That's right, we're gonna binge wash, babe. Commit to your car. What are you waiting for?
Want a perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you? 8 a.m. I need a coffee you. Clocking a few miles you. Game day you. Happy camper you. Fun in the sun you. On the slopes you. Dog days you. Happy hour you. Si se puede you. The Knockaround Custom Shop. You design them, we build them.
And so it begins, your epic adventure, where champagne bubbly meets rose petal rain, floating your way to a life of leisure. To the victor go the spoils, as the neon gods send Lady Luck your way. Funner, it's more than a place, it's a state of mind. Find your funner here.
Halftime brought to you by McDonald's of Southern California. Cool off your summer of soccer at McDonald's with the new Minute Maid Strawberry Watermelon Slushie or a small McCafe Smoothie or Frappe, each for just $2. Scoreless at the break. Jack Cronin, Shannon McMillan back with you here, but not for lack of chances in that first half.
Yeah, both goalkeepers, Guerrero and Tambakis, making big saves. This one was early on with Montgomery with the flick, and Tambakis had that upper corner covered, is able to tap it out for a corner kick. And then at the 8th minute, another good opportunity here. Moshobani to Ibarra. Moshobani here trying to whip it in. It's blocked, but Herzog kind of got a little bit of a touch on it, but goes out for the goal kick. Loyal looking to get that early opportunity. They had the better of the chances, and a beautiful strike from Ibarra here to whip this across with that ball from Colin Martin. Moshobani keeps it alive, is able to play it in. This one, Guido, backpedaling, ball dropping, still hits it, not just with the power, but so that it's dipping. But again, Tambakis with a great reflexive save, and then the wherewithal to jump on that because Herzog was there ready to pounce and tap that in.
Boy, that was the best chance for either side in that first half, and New Mexico would come back with some of their own.
Yeah, you could tell New Mexico scouted them. They're exploiting Loyal by that weak side. It's a nice ball across from Bruce, and Guerrero not only able to stop it, but hold on to that because those balls are so dangerous in your 6-yard box with New Mexico crashing like that.
Austin Guerrero had a busy end to that first half with several chances for the guys in yellow.
Yeah, and Elijah Martin, they're unable to really feel the pressure, and Wehan, he has just been going all day. Gets a weak side there. It's not the cleanest and prettiest of saves for Guerrero. He's trying to scoop it, push it out, but it's effective. He keeps it out of his goal.
Also had one right at the end of the half as well. This one coming to the near post. Guerrero defending just before the break in stoppage time as well for San Diego. As we take a look at the halftime stats.
Yeah, possession's pretty even. The shots as well on target. It's really kind of just been a little bit of a disjointed just battle in the midfield. And Loyal, when they're getting success, is when they're getting around on the outside versus trying to force it through the middle.
So some very even halftime stats. San Diego and New Mexico here, scoreless at the break as we come down to the wire in the USL across the entire league.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Hey, y'all. Can we change up the chores?
Sorry. It's up to the wheel, man.
Oh, yeah?
Hey! Change the channel back.
Sorry, it's up to the wheel.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
Around it comes Fox. Solignat, the back heel in! What a goal!
Luna is shot into the back goal. Kiramoto has won it for OKC Energy FC. Oh, that is a brilliant goal from the substitute.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
During this pandemic, many families are worried about visiting healthcare facilities. I'm Dr. Gail Knight, Rady Children's Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer. I'd like to share with you the advice that I give my own family and friends. The best thing that you can do to keep your child healthy is to continue to keep routine appointments like vaccinations and regular checkups. This keeps you, your child, and our community as protected as possible. We are always open, we are here for you, and we are safe.
Well, coming down to the wire in the USL, New Mexico fighting for a playoff spot in the Mountain Division. San Diego's already clinched, but fighting for second in the Pacific, which would mean a home match. So Shannon McMillan, plenty to play for here the rest of the way, and we don't have too many left.
Yeah, it's tight. This is where all these points matter so much. Tacoma Defiance, Samuel Adeniran, hat trick, earns not only Player of the Week, but Team of the Week, obviously. And a huge announcement, Amanda Vandervoort for the USL Super League. She's someone so knowledgeable in the women's soccer game. So the Super League, it's the new league they're launching. It's going to be on par with USL Championship for the men. USL's making strides in the women's game. 2 leagues coming out in the next couple of years.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, you got the W League and the Super League. You know, you're looking at these opportunities. That one starts in 2023, by the way. The amount of soccer we're going to have here is exploding, and it's incredible to see because San Diego is a part of that.
Absolutely, and San Diego, I mean, you can tell by the crowds that Loyal are drawing. They're committed. It's about the community. Schedule coming up, though, it's not easy. Loyal have Orange County midweek. That is going to be a massive decider for second place. Phoenix Rising, even though they've clinched and everything, they're still out there. It's someone that you never want to see this late in the season.
Well, the Team of the Week for the USL. Some familiar faces on there. Of course, Alejandro Guido for San Diego off his goal and assist last time out.
Yeah, he took over that game and brought Loyal back from a 1-goal down deficit. And again, Adeniran coming on strong for Tacoma in a massive 3 points. And Emra Clementa, former San Diego Loyal, scores the game winner for Oakland Roots.
Awesome. I mean, just a great story for Oakland. A great player, was a big part of San Diego's success a year ago. Oakland right now in 5th San Diego's already clinched, but the number 2 spot is the big one.
Yeah, and again, we can't stress it enough. It's not just about clinching, it's about having home field, especially here at Guerrero Stadium. It truly is a 12th man environment, so not only for the first round, but potentially the second round, they want the points.
So San Diego right now, heading into the match against Orange County, has the tiebreaker. It'd be the 3rd tiebreaker in the scenario. Of course, they have to play each other. So, but if that were to end in a tie on the 20th, San Diego would have the tiebreaker. However, obviously, both those clubs are still fighting here down the wire.
Yeah, and you never want to leave your fate into your opponent's hands.
No.
So Loyal want 3 points today. They want to get another 3 on Wednesday. They want to add to their tally, like we said, because it's more than just getting into the playoffs. It's about hosting. It's about making a run and lifting that trophy.
And by the way, they are in the playoffs, San Diego, so they'll either be on the road or at home that first weekend in November. And here for New Mexico, still alive for a playoff spot.
Yeah, they definitely have some work ahead of them, and you can just sense it with how hard they're playing tonight. They got San Antonio, Rio Grande, and Real Monarchs still coming up, so they know they're close. They've got to get at least a point out of today, which will put them in tied for 4th place.
So San Diego, New Mexico, with a lot on the line, our final 45. We are scoreless here at the break.
At Chosen Foods, we are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate it.
It's time to get moving with the financial partner that's here for your journey. From small steps to big milestones, USE Credit Union is here for you. With tools to help you bank fast, solutions to help you go far, and a team of dream makers that's ready to help you step forward with confidence. USE Credit Union.
Scoreless at the break, San Diego and New Mexico here at Guerrero Stadium. We're getting set for our second 45 in this great matchup of 2 potential playoff teams, San Diego clinching, New Mexico on the bubble. And as we get ready for the second half, in the continuation of the 1886 initiative for San Diego Loyal, 18 incorporated cities, 86 communities across the county, this wonderful place that we call home here in San Diego. It's our pleasure to be joined in the booth tonight by Encinitas City Council member Kelly Hinsey, who is representing the second stop on that tour for San Diego down in Chula Vista and now in Encinitas this week. They're up training at San Diego Academy, doing a beach cleanup effort with the Rob Machado Foundation, and just being present in Encinitas, which is one of the great communities of San Diego. So council member, thank you very much for your time. How'd you enjoy this week?
Thank you for having me. It was so awesome. San Diego Academy is my alma mater, so to have the players come and play at the high school where I was lucky to attend was such a great example of them being involved in the community.
Awesome stuff. Encinitas is a great soccer community, as is all the North County, and to see this as well was a great opportunity.
Truly, yeah, it is. I joined rec soccer in my senior year of high school, had so much fun, and was like, why haven't I been doing this sooner? We have the best weather for it, best climate, and I recommend it to anybody.
Awesome. So, as we put the spotlight on Encinitas, what do you guys got going on here for folks who don't get up to North County as much, don't get up to the coast here? For you guys to promote Encinitas, at times doesn't seem that hard, right? It's itself. But for you guys, what do we have going on?
True. So we're the home of the Regional Botanic Garden. The San Diego Botanic Garden is a must stop. And then, of course, beautiful Moonlight Beach. That's our big public beach. And I just encourage everybody to come support our small businesses, our local restaurants. Highway 101 is such a destination, and there's just so much to enjoy. Can't go wrong.
Man, I mean, Encinitas and its great 5 communities within the city of Encinitas as well, from Cardiff to Livenhain, Lucadia. I mean, you guys have so much to offer.
We really do. Each of the 5 communities has its own character and its own distinct way of enjoying Encinitas, and there's a lot to see.
Again, to have you guys welcome Loyal to town too was a treat for us to see that this week. The welcoming, the students of San Diego in particular, Shannon McMillan was telling us that they embraced the opportunity to see players who are performing at a high level, but also trying to get out there to meet people and talk to their community.
Yeah, I was astounded that the players themselves were going to come join their practice and meet these aspiring young students, and just such integration. So cool to see that.
Councilmember, thank you for your time. Thank you for welcoming this club to your community this week. Incredible appreciation. Thank you
for the invite. I'm honored.
Councilmember Kelly Hinsey with us here as San Diego goes up to Encinitas. Loyal in the community here this week. The 1886 initiative started in Chula Vista. It's moved its way up into Encinitas. There'll be plenty of more stops here as this franchise continues. Guido with a nice cross for San Diego. It's broken up as we begin our second half of play. And Shannon, I know Encinitas is a place that's near and dear to you.
It's a place I call home. I live in Cardiff, and maybe a little known fact, Frankie Haydock, one of the men's national team great. His family still lives up in Cardiff, and he came from that beach coastal community. Part of his personality, as you could well see through his years, he embraced the funkiness.
That is awesome. And again, Shannon McMillan, to have a Hall of Famer like you in San Diego, but to represent, all the way from San Pasqual to Encinitas, to work your work in the North County on the youth side in Chula Vista with this team, that's what we try and embody here across the county.
Absolutely, and it's no secret that San Diego is a hotbed for youth soccer and professionals, the amount of professionals that come out of San Diego. So to have Loyal now and be able to give back to the game on the professional side, I feel very, very fortunate to have this opportunity.
Here's Guido ahead from Ibarra, and it will be a handball.
Yeah, he tried to disguise that one. That was a little bit of a chest, but referee was right on top of that and rightly calls that for the handball.
Well, Guido, in that 12th minute, going off the crossbar for San Diego has been the best opportunity of the day, but we are still scoreless into the second half.
Yeah, that was probably the better of the opportunities we've seen out there. And again, it's just that there's just been a bit of a chippiness out there. You can sense just what's on the line for both teams.
Both are fighting for some sort of postseason mark. Guerrero, Weehan picks it up. On the rebound, Weehan's gonna go long range here and out wide to the left. Leading scorer for this club with 10 on the combined season. Goes wide to the left.
That was well done by Yarrow, because his header was the one that Weehan was able to pick up, but then he recovers and gets pressure on Weehan, forcing that shot from distance, which Austin will let them shoot from that distance all day long. So well done by Yarrow. He just never gives up on a play.
Guerrero twice this year being honored on the Team of the Week status across USL. Scored 2 goals, his first 2 for San Diego. Defensive MVP for this club. Play through now, Weehan again. Tenari. Stays on his feet. Ibarra picks it off. And we're gonna get a card. This goes against Suggs for New Mexico, the 3rd of the day against United.
See Lassane there. A little bit dumbfounded with that call. But the referee's done a really good job today with trying to keep this game under control, especially a chippy game with so much on the line. You'll see here, Martinez, that was more of an iffy one than the other two, but he does clip his foot at the end.
So yellow issued just at the start of the second half. Stillman plays it for Elijah Martin. Down the line, Moshavane. Trying to just skip it ahead. Douglas Martinez. Guido comes up to it. Herzog, top of the box. Back to the right. Guido charging in. It's again off the crossbar. What a recovery from New Mexico. Guido had a free look on goal, and it's batted high.
What an incredible ball played across by Herzog. Herzog, who's tied for the scoring record. Most players would look to try to get that shot off themselves, but he tries to find Guido. Just misses that with the save and off the crossbar.
Boy, the piping not kind to San Diego today.
That's why soccer can be just a cruel game. You can have opportunities like that. One day they're all dropping, the next day they're all dinging off the post or the crossbar.
Tenari. Stop from Montgomery. Gotta give a huge credit to Rashid Tate for getting back there and defending, standing in. And now straight on a set piece restart for New Mexico.
Yeah, Tate, he saw his keeper was out. He covers, which is what all good center backs do, and is able to clear that off the line. Otherwise, that's an easy goal for Guido.
An early sub here in the second half. Guzman's going to come out, and Salih Mohammed's going to come in for New Mexico. And as the sub is made, New Mexico is going to look straight on at goal. Our first sub of the match is brought to you by Sprouts Farmers Market.
I think Wehan's going to look to play this on goal and test Guerrero.
A lot of build up to this one. Official referee is telling him exactly. He put it in.
Wehan needs to be careful there. You can't poke the bear too much. Matter of inches.
Straight on. Wehan fires. Guerrero backs it away.
Austin Guerrero's best save of the season right there. Sun in his eyes, a well-struck bending ball from Wehan. Full outstretch, he read it the whole way. This is just beautiful from Guerrero. That is a great save with the strong arms to just bat that out. Sun in his eyes, great focus and great save from Austin Guerrero.
So after the incredible look, it comes back in from New Mexico. Near post and headed away. It's Yaro who got there, stays with United after Austin Guerrero comes up huge on the set piece.
Guerrero and Tambakis, we mentioned it at halftime, both keepers have been up to task today, making big saves to keep their sides with the clean sheet.
Long throw, and everybody's bunched up back near goal.
Another minute. Another minute. Minute 30.
Thrown in. Headed by Montgomery. Guerrero. And again, Colin Montgomery gets it twice. Colin Martin. Free for San Diego. On the counter, they'll throw it ahead. Herzog trailing. Good recovery from New Mexico to get back on that counter.
All 10 field players were on their horses to get back and slow down what could have been a deadly counterattack there for Loyal.
There's Moshabane. Got for Ibarra. Ibarra to the far post, and it's wide. Martinez was crashing. And it just sails through.
And Moshabane begging for that ball back at his feet. Ibarra had a few options there. Sometimes when you look up and you see so many options, you just kind of freeze and just miss-hit it. If you're going to do that, at least rip a shot and force Tambakis into a save.
Just goes wide, it keeps us even. 5th save of the match from Guerrero on the free kick. This one, the cross goes all the way through. We are still scoreless. By the way, if San Diego keeps a clean sheet here, get a free Magic Joe wash from Soapy Joe's. When SD Loyal gets a shutout, text clean to 94321. If San Diego gives up, no goals here today. Free car wash any Soapy Joe's location, text clean to 94321. Terms and conditions apply if it remains scoreless on San Diego's side of the ledger. We're going to get substitutions here now.
21's coming off.
Corey Herzog is going to come out for San Diego, and up top will go Augustine Williams, fresh off national team duty. He'll go in for San Diego. And Blake Bodley will come on for Callum Montgomery on that back line.
And with Williams up top now, it's going to give San Diego the speed up top for those long balls, because right now, Ibarra and Herzog, they're not the fastest on the team, but when you bring Williams in, that over-the-top option now is going to be on.
Thrown forward. Ibarra and Tambakis did a good job to come out to it. By the way, Michael Azira has also come on for New Mexico on those subs as well. So 3 subs made, all brought to you by Sprouts Farmers Market.
And both the Lucerne subs have been taking players with yellow cards off, so maybe that's some gamesmanship there of not wanting a player to pick up a second yellow at this point, knowing how important the rest of the games are for them from here on out.
Bruce. Wehan off that free kick opportunity, Rivas. Mohammed just onto the contest. 2 subs for New Mexico, 2 for San Diego. Tate, who was back there along that line and had the huge save on Guido. Here is Alejandro Guido for San Diego. Ahead, Williams, his first touch. Augie Williams, national team duty with Sierra Leone. Great international opportunity. Now back with San Diego the rest of the way. Williams. Keep it going for New Mexico. Stoneman coming over to cut it off. Navarre again, the target. I'm going to track it down. And San Diego will have 2 players go down. The first one is called, Ibarra. And just outside the box, Loyal will now have a free kick opportunity.
The referee rightly gave advantage there for a second because Guido was potentially in, but then Guido also gets fouled, so he blows the whistle and calls the foul back. This is where Loyal would love to see Jack Blake and that right foot. But I'm thinking Guido's going to try to put this on frame and test Tambakis.
Jack Blake is available today for the first time in months for San Diego. In the 18, available off the bench as we move toward the 60th minute and remain scoreless. Moshabani chips it in. Go to the back post. It's headed away from Williams. Well played by Muhammad. It creates the corner, though, for San Diego.
And a great play by Muhammad, because Moshabani tried to catch New Mexico, potentially falling asleep, thinking Guido's going to whip it on frame, but instead Moshabani with his left foot plays a nice bending ball, and if Muhammad doesn't get a touch on that, Williams basically on goal.
It's now a corner from Guido. Swinging it in, headed, down the back post and in! San Diego strikes first! They've been knocking on the door all afternoon. And in the 61st minute, it's the corner for San Diego. Douglas Martinez, second in a row.
Nice header there from Martinez. You see Josh Yarrow is actually in front of Tambakis, maybe kind of blinds him there. He's unable to see it. That's well played by Loyal. A nice little ball in by Guido, and Douglas Martinez, for his 4th goal of the season, knocks that past Tambakis.
And it's his 2nd goal for San Diego. 2nd in as many matches. Scoring against Sacramento last time out. And the header here off the corner to make it 1-0 Loyal. His 2nd match in a row.
And you said it, they have been knocking.
This one go wide.
They have been knocking, and the woodwork has saved New Mexico a few times. Now Loyal need to continue with the game plan, try to maintain possession, try to find that 2nd goal. New Mexico, knowing what's important, they're going to start throwing numbers forward even more than they have. That's where you'll like to have the Williams up top for a potential counterattack.
It's become a familiar formula for San Diego that Loyal put one in the net right after the subs are made. One of those, Blake Bodley. Pushing forward for Ibarra. And cleared. But San Diego breaking through in the 61st minute.
You see the frustration on Colin Martin there for that heavy touch, but that's actually okay because it allowed Bodley, who had pushed forward, to get back into defensive position.
Mohamed for Rivas. Guido. Mohamed will step up to it. Bruce. Weeham with his 10 goals on the year. Colin Martin steps in front.
Weeham, very much like Guido for Loyal, they want to set play through him, and he's so active and so involved, and when he's on the ball, good things happen. So Loyal need to be aware of where he is at all times, because he's playing sideline to sideline, end line to end line.
Team MVP the last 2 years. It started out this season in Orange County. Has come back to New Mexico. Bruce. Rivas trying to cross that one, and it will be a corner for New Mexico.
That's why those balls, when you can get end line and cut them back, are so dangerous, because there's not much defenders can do. It could go off them and for a deflection into the goal, or more often than not, like that, it's going to go off the end line and give you a corner kick.
Suggs. And Guerrero got a piece of it all the way through. Azira, and it's another corner.
It's well done by Stoneman. You see he locks his hands behind his back to give zero doubt about coming off his chest. Not a handball. He's willing to take that for the team, though. But another corner. You can't give teams consecutive corners like this.
San Diego's already proven that point here in the second half. Landon Donovan's club breaking through. 1-0 Loyal. These two sides so much to play for with 4 to go in the regular season. Azira sending it high. Augie Williams gives himself a chance here. Williams waiting to go forward. It's Yarrow. Shot out of a cannon. He came from nowhere. Yarrow was defending a corner and nearly put himself in position to sprint to the goal.
I absolutely love that effort from Yarrow to know that they have a counterattack brewing. That's your center back outpacing everyone else on the field trying to get in. Josh Yarrow, he is such a special and talented player.
Well, that's one of my favorite plays of the year. That's just awesome soccer. All right, we're gonna get 2 subs now. And Douglas Martinez is gonna come off for San Diego. So is Tumi Moshabane. And in for Loyal comes Charlie Adams. And Shannon McMillan returning is number 7, Jack Blake.
And the crowd are going to realize that, and if you can hear it in their applause, that is a happy sight if you're San Diego Loyal to have Jack Blake back out on the field.
5 goals on the season. Blake has been out for months, and number 7 returns for Loyal here in the second half against New Mexico, up 1-0.
And Adams will slide into his spot alongside Colin Martin defensively, which allows Guido to push up into the number 10 role for Moshabani.
So now Guido will move up further behind Williams. You've got Jack Blake on one side, you've got Ibarra on the other, with Martin and Adams running the midfield.
That's what we touched on all game, pre-game, the depth now. Everyone getting healthy for San Diego Loyal. MLS players on loan coming off the bench for San Diego Loyal. Nice welcome to the game for Charlie Adams, getting run over by Azira. But we see Adams take those all season long. He positions his body so well to shield the ball. It leaves the defender nothing to do but foul him like that.
Jack Blake missed 8 contests for San Diego. He had been the early season MVP for this club. It's his first touch in 9 matches, just across the midfield stripe.
He's a player that's definitely been missed, but beyond his leadership, he just brings such a flair and passion out there, leaving his all on the field. So that is a much welcome sight for everyone in San Diego Loyal to have Jack Blake back.
Adams. Mara letting it go through, had Williams and Guido behind him. Weehan goes wide. If you can't watch the match, you can turn on Sirius XM channel 157. In fact, there are folks listening to us right now on 157 on the Sirius XM radio and the SXM app. Our match, one of many being broadcast, live action from the USL, the MLS, the Premier League, and more on Sirius XM FC channel 157, your only 24/7 source for soccer radio. Out wide for Bruce. He'll swing this one in toward the back post, headed. It's Elijah Martin who skies for it and draws the whistle.
Brave of Elijah Martin to go up for a challenge like that. Takes the foul on the backside. New Mexico, they've played physical the entire match. Can't expect them to let up now, especially being a goal down. They know what's on the line for them, and the door that was open for them with Austin Bold losing yesterday. It's only going to get more physical as this game goes on.
San Diego, New Mexico are both battling for playoffs and playoff seeding here today as Blake sends this one up for Williams. Guido will play it back for Bodley. And that's across the league as well. OKC Energy, El Paso Locomotive, they're in the playoff hunt as well. They're coming up on October 24th. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN Deportes. Here's Guido, turning at the top of the box. Ibarra to the touchline, crossed over! Oh, Elijah Martin came out of nowhere, and Tambakis is lucky he was standing right there as Martin got one in.
And similar to Yarrow flying forward, that's your right back getting on the end of a cross from Ibarra. Loyal are not going to sit back and just try to defend their way out of this. It's a great effort by Ibarra to actually get there, and Elijah Martin slipping in unmarked, just unfortunately hits it a little too high. If he kept that low, it could be 2-0 Loyal right now.
We got an injury stoppage here into the 71st minute. San Diego with a goal-to-none advantage.
And it's Armando Moreno down for New Mexico. At this point in the game, you know, it's a player's not going to come off that easily unless they are really hurt. But another much welcomed opportunity to catch their breath, get some water.
And really well deserved with these two clubs. They have both played really well.
It's been a battle out here. It's exactly what we were expecting. By no means do we expect Loyal to come out and just be happy that they clinch. They know what's on the line. Same thing for New Mexico. This is just a well-run team and organization. Both teams are going to do everything within their powers to get the results. And we've seen that with the battle all day.
You've talked about how New Mexico has disrupted what San Diego statistically has done all season. New Mexico's form, shape, and defense have disrupted that.
And it's a great test for Loyal at this point because they are going to face a mountain team. So this is probably very indicative of the style of play for those teams. And to have this test late in the season, it's going to help them prepare for playoffs as well versus just rolling through all of your divisional games.
We'll get another sub here for New Mexico. Cedro Martinez is going to come on for Daniel Bruce. Donovan has used his subs. Illich is also going to come on and replace Moreno, who just came out injured. So Martinez and Illich on for Bruce and Moreno. San Diego will have it on the throw-in. Loyal getting Jack Blake back for the first time in 9 matches off his injury. Charlie Adams coming in late in this half. He's now played in every match for Loyal in franchise history. Rivas, the touchline. Azira crossing over at Stoneman, who's there. Force the corner.
Again, when you get in line, it is so hard to defend. Stoneman had no options because he's facing his goal. He's able to get a touch on that and knock it out for a corner kick, but those balls are so dangerous.
So here's another corner. Martinez will send it in. Headed free by Yarrow. And this will go to San Diego.
Smart little play there by Ibarra. He knows he's not going to outrun him. Plays it out for a throw-in. I think he should have taken a few more seconds there on the throw, allow his team to push up behind him a bit more.
Colin Martin draws the whistle. I mean, going back to that play from Yarrow, he came out of nowhere. It was off a corner. And he was sprinting. If that is a soft first touch there. He's got a goal. It's incredible.
That's the thing. He was a touch away from being on a breakaway. You've got to love and embrace that individual effort there. That's your center back. Looking to connect with your number 9 player, your center forward, off of a defensive corner kick. If that doesn't say he will do anything and everything for this team, I don't know what else does.
Just fantastic. So San Diego plays today here against New Mexico. We still got 15 minutes left to go in regulation. And then one more home game in the regular season is the 24th. It's a week from today in honor of Fan Appreciation Day. The tickets for that last regular season match for Loyal are starting at $10.24 for the match on October 24th. $10.24. The first 3,000 in attendance a week from today receive a Fan Appreciation Day scarf. So it's against Oakland to close out the regular season. SDLoyal.com/tickets for all the info. 3,000 scarves given out. Final regular season game. San Diego. And we get another yellow here. This one goes to Wehan. Douglas Martinez got one coming off the field for on a delay scenario earlier. Wehan now picks up one in the 76th minute.
And that's for dissent. He's a competitor. He senses the frustration, the calls. He's trying to stand up for his team here. He's trying to let the referee know why he was wrong. Referee doesn't appreciate it, obviously, but you love that fire in your players.
Here's Blake. Back the other way for Suggs. Colin Martin coming to it. Martin had to go high for that one, and he's still down for San Diego.
That one's actually
They'll help right back
the
up.
last one's not a foul.
And that's
Or the last one's a foul.
on the other end of that, that's Wehan. Also the good sportsmanship helping Colin. Colin, luckily, as he touched that ball, did jump. He might have gotten tackled had he stayed flat-footed and could have potentially been injured there.
Stoneman looking for Rocky Williams. Stays on. Adams, a great first touch. Go out to San Diego. You can buy the newest SD Loyal gear, including kits, and the Adidas collection, some unique designs you can't find anywhere else, at the shop. That's the official team store. Head online to theshop.sdloyal.com, or you can visit the shop in person in Mission Valley for all your San Diego Loyal gear. Advantage given. Wehan. Good ball through. Azira. Wehan gets it back. That's cleared by Elijah Martin. Rivas, long range, tipped up by Guerrero. It'll be a corner.
Another good save by Guerrero. When it's coming in that fast and that hard, you just got to get a touch on it. The momentum will sail over the bar. Well done by Guerrero to read that the entire way.
So it's a corner for New Mexico in the 79th minute. Played low and out for a goal kick. Well, San Diego knew coming into today they had clinched a playoff spot. The question now is it at home or is it on the road? You can reserve your spot for a potential home playoff match with a $25 deposit today. Potentially experience history as San Diego makes it into the postseason. SDLoyal.com/tickets for a fully refundable now $25 playoff ticket deposit. San Diego, again, already in the postseason. The question is where?
And if it is home here at Guerrero Stadium, I have no doubt that it will sell out. So it's going to be so important to get those deposits early. They are refundable, but we saw it last weekend, sellout crowd. You see it today, a 3 p.m. game on a Sunday, and it's packed house again. This team has really ignited the community.
Yeah, this is a very good crowd for a Sunday afternoon. Very impressive as San Diego is built toward the finish of this year.
Yeah, the fans sense what's on the line as well, and they do. The fans are on top of the field here, so they do give that bit of energy to the team.
Adams. Guido hit and dropped. Draws the whistle. Good save from Ibarra, but it's ruled out.
Almost a little brilliant piece of skill there, but the AR's right on that line. Rightfully calls it a throw-in for New Mexico.
Not to San Diego. So San Diego, and again, just over 9 minutes remaining in this one at home, heads to Orange County next. Potentially enormous contest for all of the seeding that we have been talking about here throughout the course of our broadcast today. That is going to come up at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night at Orange County. It's on ESPN Plus, presented by Toyota. And Shannon, we're going to wait for the final 8 minutes here. Nothing's counted yet. And we'll give you the scenarios regardless of what happens in this one coming up for Wednesday during our post-game coverage, but that is huge against Orange County.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to jinx anything at this point, but similar to New Mexico.
Here is Weehan coming in. Guerrero gets a hand at it!
With his 7th save of the day, Austin Guerrero against Chris Weehan, who is usually money in those situations. That save was massive. Gets a hand on it, plays it out for the corner kick for New Mexico.
United had their all-time leading score bearing down on Austin Guerrero, and he saves it. Now swung in, Guerrero punches. Right back out, and sent into the crowd. Austin Guerrero with a game-saving opportunity for Loyal.
Chris Weehan, you see he's trying to bend that around Guerrero, but he stayed big. He kept his feet for so long and then just reflexively throws that arm up, gets enough on the ball for it to go wide. It's great goalkeeping by Guerrero.
Austin Guerrero, 7 saves, one shy of his own franchise record. Martin. Elijah playing it back for Stoneman. Austin Guerrero has kept San Diego in this one.
Incredible saves by him all day long, and that last one there was just as special.
Ibarra for Guido. And the goal is a goal kick, well defended.
And back to the Orange County game, just as New Mexico has 120 of their supporters, the locals, the Chavos, the Rainbow Loyals have a sold-out bus.
Awesome.
They will be there in force. They will be making sure anyone watching it on TV are going to hear them. They are supporting this team to the end. You love it when, just like New Mexico, 120 of their supporters travel out here for the game. That's incredible, and that's special, and that's when you know a team's doing it right, because they have people that are living and breathing it with them.
And the congratulations that go around for the team, for the players, for the organization that's built to the playoffs after 2.5 years since its founding. It's just so, it makes me so happy for the fans as well, those who have invested to be able to go to the postseason.
Absolutely, and Landon spoke to that. He said, we want this for our fans. We want home field, not just the first round, as much as we can, and that's why they are fighting for every single point out there. They're not just happy to be in the playoffs. They want to be here as a thank you to their fans.
So Guido comes off as the final sub for San Diego, and Ollie LaRaz returns on loan from Colorado, who scored against Sacramento. He too has been out with injuries. And so again, part of San Diego getting back to full strength is Ollie LaRaz, who returns for Loyal.
Another welcome sight for San Diego Loyal fans, because Oliver LaRaz, from the moment he got out there covering for Jack Metcalf when he went out on injury, he's been something special. He's definitely going to be a weapon for the playoffs for San Diego Loyal.
Azira. We approach 4 minutes remaining. Colin Martin, a good challenge. Across midfield. Go out for Loyal. LaRaz missed 5 contests. Jack Blake missing 8. Those are 2 huge subs coming in. Think about that for San Diego, coming off the bench today, but returning to the full squad.
Yeah, 2 players with big personalities and really make a difference out on that field. So it's credit to the rest of the team. We've talked about that. When there's injury or national team call-ups, it leaves opportunity for someone else. But to have them back is a great addition for Loyal, especially with playoffs just around the corner.
Jack Blake getting involved here in his Loyal return. Just over 3 minutes left to go.
This is something different from Loyal that we haven't seen early on in season. They'd sit back on a lead and just defend, but they're still trying to take the game to New Mexico, because that's a sign of respect, though. They know how dangerous they can be, so they want to limit their opportunity and keep the ball in Loyal's attacking half.
Blake doing just that from Adams. Goes to New Mexico.
No long ball, no long ball. Good, good. Ollie, screen, Ollie!
Out wide. Suggs. And this will be a corner in the 89th minute. A corner coming from New Mexico. Isidro Martinez to take it. Swung in. Guerrero getting a hand on it, was falling down. Here's the recovery. It's Weehan who has it batted wide. Still alive for Martinez. Azira. Top of the box. And Elijah Martin comes up to it. Now Augie Williams across midfield. Williams for Jack Blake. What a dangerous look from New Mexico. San Diego survives a late volley.
Well defended by Loyal, and Colin Martin there forcing the New Mexico player to turn their back, not get a shot on goal, especially with that many numbers in the box. It could be dangerous.
It's going to be a goal kick. But New Mexico showing why they are still in playoff positioning, trying to fight for that top 4. with a late challenge. Scramble on corner. 90th minute. Got wide for Martinez. Muhammad swings it for Azira. And now Yearwood, we've got 4 minutes of stoppage time added on here at Guerrero Stadium. 4 extra minutes. Swung across. Dangerous look, Martinez coming in. High.
Austin's taking his time getting to this ball, directing some traffic out there. Trying to slow play the 4 minutes. Always seems to be very stressful, extra added time in these games.
New Mexico now has twice. What the corner was much more potent, but had 2 chances sliding in front of net as we get into the stoppage time. Bodley sends it. Martinez up top here for Williams. Bodley had Augie Williams up there. Be a good crashing chance to put that one away.
Yeah, but Ryden, smart defending there, heads it back to his goalkeeper to allow him to pick it up. Otherwise, Augie Williams could have been on the end of that one.
There's Martinez. Of stoppage time, half expiring. Tay, who saved one on the back line for New Mexico, or else this game's over. Blake. All the way back to Guerrero, who has been fantastic this afternoon. 7 saves on the match for the Chula Vista native, Austin Guerrero.
Yeah, such a special game for him. He's been up to task on the other side too. Tambakis has really kept his team in this. Some great saves himself, and as you said, Tate saving one off the line for New Mexico.
Rivas. Bodley is there, and it goes out for a corner. So again, in stoppage time, 1 more minute ticking away, and it's another corner. Everybody's in. Tambakis is on the way. Keeper out of net. Corner on the way. San Diego looking to defend. Here's Martinez. He swings it in. Headed free was Ibarra who got there. Empty net for San Diego. They can get there. Martinez back with it though. Everybody had started to come back in, and it's volleyed home. The equalizer coming in stoppage time. And they wave it off. Let's see. They're pleading the case that the flag might have been up, but no. This is going to stand in stoppage time. New Mexico making it 1 apiece.
What a finish, though. It was going to take a special goal like that to beat Guerrero today. A flying full volley here, side volley. Look at that finish. That's just clinical. A beautiful cross. I think that might be it, too.
I mean, it's very, very close here to finishing out stoppage time. And that's it. So in the final seconds, New Mexico comes up with the equalizer off a corner in the 95th. One apiece. San Diego does get a point at home against this great New Mexico club, but 2 points were snatched away at the very end.
And in fairness, it was such a hard-fought game. That's almost a good score line. It's left everybody here stunned. It was going to take something special. That finish from Illich, full volley, half volley, or full volley, side volley from the beautiful cross. Loyal pushed out a little too fast off of that corner, thinking the goal's open. They're going to get the second one. New Mexico punished them.
Our man of the match is brought to you by Chosen Foods. Austin Guerrero. Nothing you can do about that last one. 7 saves here, including a couple game-saving ones. So Chosen Foods man of the match.
It's a well-deserved honor for him, but in fairness, he's going to wish he had saved that last one or that it didn't happen.
Still, he had some pretty brilliant ones, including this one from Weehan. It's our save of the game, brought to you by Stone Brewing. That was a straight-on free kick. Guerrero made the diving stop to his left. It's brought to you by Stone Brewing. Stone Brewing's newest year-round beer is Stone Buena Vista Salt and Lime Lager, a refreshing Baja-inspired lager brewed with salt and lime, perfect for cookouts or enjoying the summer sun. Head to stonebrewing.com. In fact, find.stonebrewing.com to track down a case or a 6-pack of Buena Vista near you.
And you know your man of the match when there's not just one, but there's more than one saves of the match.
So San Diego and New Mexico on a 95th minute goal wind up tied. And 1 goal apiece will wrap it up.
Please drive home safely, and until next Sunday.
Guerrero Stadium in San Diego. It has been a sellout the last few days. Loyal SC ready to kick off this season. Stadium in San Diego. Professional soccer has finally arrived.
It starts off with a little seed, and with a little love from nature, it sprouts to life. And when delicious fresh fruits and veggies are perfect, they are rushed to the home of fresh. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
And so it begins. Your epic adventure, where champagne bubbly meets rose petal rain. Floating your way to a life of leisure. To the victor go the spoils, as the neon gods send Lady Luck your way. Funner. It's more than a place. It's a state of mind. Find your funner here.
San Diego and New Mexico, a real even contest. If you had told us early on what we were seeing, that it was going to be a draw, we would certainly have believed you. But San Diego gives up a 95th minute goal for the tie after an early one in the second half for San Diego that was our goal of the match.
And that's Martinez off the corner kick from Guido. Loyal had been so close the entire game, and there it is, Guido to Martinez. Like you mentioned, it's left everyone stunned, but in fairness, you look at the overall picture of the game, a 1-1 scoreline's not a bad loss, not a bad tie. It's well deserved for both teams who just sensed it all day out here. They knew what was on the line.
The goal of the game brought to you by Rocket League, an action-packed video game that combines soccer with rocket-powered cars. You can play now on Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and PC. Brought to you by Rocket League. All right, so overall, Shannon, San Diego had plenty of chances in this one. Not to be forgotten were some of the early opportunities, especially for Guido, and some of the chances that Loyal had.
Yeah, such an exciting game all around with opportunities for both. And both keepers, as we said, Tambakis and Guerrero coming up big. Corey Herzog here plays that across for Guido. But the coverage from Tate, when your goalkeeper comes out, that's great defending when you can cover for them and saves a goal. And that one, sun in his eyes, bending, well-struck free kick, fully outstretched Guerrero, makes one of his many, many big saves of the day.
And he had 7 for San Diego, including that one when it was even before San Diego struck on the corner.
Yeah, and here's the goal again off of Guido into Martinez. Guerrero was shielding Tambakis, maybe helped that ball get past him because Tambakis was frozen on his line there, didn't even make an effort. He's thinking it's handball, offsides. And then this one with Wehan, leading scorer for New Mexico. Austin Guerrero keeps his feet, he stays big, which forces Wehan to try to bend it around him and then reflexively throws his arm up, gets enough on it to touch it out for the corner.
Unfortunately, though, in the 95th minutes, New Mexico is cleared before it is shot back in.
Yeah, and you see Loyal, they push forward too fast there, and they leave Martinez wide open. He plays a beautiful ball to Illich, who goal of the week potential right there. Out of the air, beautiful side volley. Nothing Guerrero can do when that's coming at you from 4 yards out.
All right, so here are the standings now. San Diego does grab a point today, and it's an important one heading to Orange County on Wednesday. San Diego owns the tiebreaker against Orange County right now. If there is a draw on Wednesday, obviously San Diego wants to go and get 3 points, but if there's a draw, then San Diego would have the season tiebreaker against Orange County, potentially for that second spot, which would be huge, even above the 1 point if they're to grab it on Wednesday. So those are among the scenarios heading with 3 more left to go.
Yeah, and everyone knew going into Wednesday against Orange County it was going to be so important, but even more so with the drop 2 points in the last minute there for Loyal.
So San Diego celebrating their first ever trip to the postseason. Clinching this weekend, there will be an extra match at least here in 2021. Cause for celebration for Landon Donovan and Loyal. San Diego today nearly comes up with 3 points. In the end, it's won. A 1-1 draw against New Mexico, with United striking in the 95th minute. For Shannon McMillan, I'm Jack Cronin. Stay tuned. Matchday Live is coming up with Jordan Caruth and Darren Smith. San Diego and New Mexico, one apiece.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.